I need your help with Whirlpool oven error codes.
What complicated Whirlpool oven errors is that some models have 2-digit failure codes while others have 4.
What are the common ones?
If your Whirlpool oven has 2-digit error codes, F0 and F1 are for a control board failure. Reset the oven and see if that fixes it, and if not, replace the control board.
For a lot of Whirlpool ovens, you have to replace the clock along with the control board.
As if you have time for that. If you get the F2 error, that means the oven temperature is too high.
I've heard of that happening during the self-cleaning cycle.
The maximum temperature in the self-clean cycle is higher than the too high level for standard baking, but self-cleaning cycles can overheat and short out the control board, causing this error, as can the oven itself overheating.
If dinner caught fire, I'd know why the error came up.
You also risk self-cleaning causing the grease inside the burn instead of carbonize, the heating elements to get stuck on, or temperature sensor to short out.
I'd rather try rebooting the oven to try to fix the sensor or control board than start replacing parts.
And if the oven doesn't come back on after the reboot, you know to replace the control board. If you get an F3 error or F4 error, the oven temperature sensor has shorted out and needs to be replaced.
Assuming the wiring didn't melt earlier.
F7 means the function key is stuck, and if pushing it again doesn't fix it, replace the control board.
I know F8 is another board failure error.
F9 is the error for the oven door lock failing.
I can't imagine how that could happen.
The motor for the lock fails, the switch malfunctions, or your kids need to stop hanging on the oven door, because they broke the lock or the hinge so it can't close properly or open on command.
I think my oven has the 4-digit error codes.
Then F1E0 and F1E1 are the control board errors you solve by rebooting it, and if that doesn't work, replace the control board. Actually, you do that for all F1E whatever errors.
Then errors like calibration shifted aren't really calibration errors.
Ovens only get calibrated in the factory, and you can't recalibrate it yourself, though you can reboot to see if the control board resolves itself.
If in doubt, reboot, and if that fails, replace.
The only exception to this is F1E3 for a wiring harness error. But unless you've tried fixing the wiring yourself or had the wiring harness replaced recently, you need to get it serviced.
What are the 4-digit error codes for Whirlpool ovens?
F2E0 is for a shorted keypad, while the other F2E anything are shorted keys or control panel errors. Hit cancel to try to fix it, check the keyboard connection to the control board, and all else fails, reboot before replacing.
Keypad or control board?
Whatever is cheaper first. F3E errors are for temperature sensors, though the number after the E refers to the mode it is in the type of error.
In that case, clean the sensor, then reboot, then replace the sensor.